Hey guys, Jonathan Kellert here. Hope you're doing great. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I think is really important to do. I got a lot of guys right now. They're talking to me. Okay. I want to talk about skilling up, getting your skill level a lot higher. I got a lot of guys that say to me, "Oh, listen, I'm just going to go do a bunch of appointments, and then I'll get good because I do a bunch of appointments." I'm like, you'll get better. You'll do that, and that's definitely part of it. I'm not taking away. You've got to do a lot of appointments because you gotta apply yourself, but just to go do a bunch of appointments and then think you're going to magically be this expert at the end of doing 100 appointments, if you're not taking extra time to get better, to skill up, it's just not going to happen. I talked to someone the other day, and they're good at the business, they're solid, but their skill level just isn't there. And they're like, I'm just going to do they said 100 appointments. I'm going to do 100 appointments. I'm going to know what I'm doing. I'm like, well, what are you doing in between the appointments? Appointments like an hour. Okay, so what are you doing in between your appointments to make sure that you're maximizing that hour you're with them? They're like, well, I don't know. I'm just doing the appointment. I'm like, so you're not practicing your presentation. You're not listening to, answer questions. You're not gaining better product knowledge so you can explain what we do differs from the competition. And they're like, no. I mean, who cares if you do 100 appointments? Do 1,000 appointments. It doesn't matter. Like, you've got to take that extra time in between to get better at what you're doing, get better at what you're talking about, know what you're doing. So, I said, go do the 100 appointments, but turn your car into a university. Not just listening to motivation, not just listening to music. I got to feel good stuff. No, listening to skill. Listen to some guys in our company that put some audios out, some of our training material, and get better at it. Start educating yourself, start learning those skills, and then, and so I think that's what you got to do. You got to do, it's walking and chewing gum. You got to do two things at once. You got to do the lots of activity, so you can apply the stuff, and then you got to also be learning. Because I got somebody else that I talked to the other day. They're like on the opposite end of it. They got a lot of the skill. They understand a lot of the scripts. They understand a lot of the concepts and that kind of thing. But when it comes out to actually putting it to work, they flounder. They don't know how to do it. It's because they haven't done enough appointments. They're used to being like, okay, I say this, you say that. I say this, you say that. And that's just not how a real appointment goes. You say this, they say this, and then they throw another curveball like this, and you got to bring them back in. So I said, you got to go do a lot of appointments. So that's the biggest thing. Make sure your skill level's high, do appointments, and that's how you'll master your craft and you'll have success whatever you're doing, okay? All right, you guys take care. Bye.